Hello, thank you for joining us for this Anytime Virtual Open House. I'm here today to present the draft of Communities in Motion 2040, the Regional Long-Range Transportation Plan for Ada and Canyon counties, and to walk you through the key issues in the draft plan. We're asking for your feedback and comments on these topics and on the plan as a whole. I'll briefly explain what COMPASS is, what Communities in Motion is, what's happened so far, what the key issues are, and where we go from here. I'd also like to point out that most of the photos used in this presentation were submitted by Treasure Valley residents as part of the Your Treasure Valley Future Photo Challenge, conducted as part of the process of developing this plan. Thank you to everyone who submitted photos. COMPASS, or the Community Planning Association of Southwest Idaho, is an association of local governments in Ada and Canyon counties. It provides a voice and forum for regional collaboration. COMPASS also serves as the Metropolitan Planning Organization, or MPO, for Ada and Canyon counties. As the MPO, COMPASS is responsible for transportation planning and allocating federal transportation funds in the designated urbanized areas. The COMPASS Board of Directors, which represents cities, highway districts, the two counties, and other governments, strives to make coordinated, collaborative, and collective decisions on regional transportation system investments. The Regional Long-Range Transportation Plan for Ada and Canyon counties is called Communities in Motion, or CIM. The plan needs to look out at least 20 years, so this new plan will look to the year 2040, called CIM 2040. We update the plan every 4 years. We started working on this update in 2011. We've had 4 public comment opportunities throughout the process to get public feedback on key topics before the board took action on them. Now that we have a draft plan, we're asking for your comments on them again and on the plan as a whole. The plan covers a variety of topics. I'll touch on several of these in just a minute. The few topics covered in the plan that I won't be discussing today are public involvement, safety, security, and environmental considerations. You can find information on these in the plan document. You can find the plan document online on the COMPASS website and linked from the reference links room, or room 1, within this open house. You'll see that each different topic in this virtual open house has its own location, called a room. Today we'll discuss several issues and topics in the plan. The first is the CIM 2040 vision. This is a broad vision for growth and is discussed in Chapter 3. Next, we'll discuss the goals, objectives, performance measures, and policies. Together, these articulate the desired outcomes of CIM 2040, what we need to do to get there, and how we will measure success. The goals and objectives are discussed in Chapter 1, the performance measures in Chapter 10, and the implementation policies in Chapter 11. We'll take a look at the financial future. It's discussed in Chapters 4 and 6. And we'll discuss the existing and future transportation systems. These are in Chapters 5 and 6. After all, the purpose of CIM 2040 is to develop a plan for the future transportation in Ada and Canyon counties. Chapter 6 also describes what projects will be completed and what needs are unfunded. Funded projects are listed for the next 5 years and beyond. The unfunded needs are outlined in a list of 33 prioritized corridors and projects. In 2011, we started the planning process with scenario planning that led to the CIM 2040 vision. We held 3 stakeholder workshops in early 2012 and extensive public and agency involvement to get to this vision for future growth. The vision map depicts what future growth should look like. That vision calls for new housing and jobs in major activity centers, maintaining recreation and open space, providing a variety of housing types, focusing growth outside of prime farmland and environmental constraints, supporting local comprehensive plans, high-capacity transit, and multimodal infrastructure. Visit Room 2 within today's meeting to learn more and comment on the vision. CIM 2040 touches on 8 elements to achieve this vision and to achieve better coordinated and integrated regional planning as a whole. These elements were reflected in the CIM 2040 vision and are also addressed in the CIM 2040 goals. The COMPASS Board approved 17 goals for the plan, as well as objectives and tasks for each goal. You can review and comment on these goals in Room 3. The plan also includes performance measures and targets to track progress toward meeting the goals. You can go to room 6 to learn more about the performance measures and submit comments on them. The Compass Board has approved over 100 tasks to implement this plan. These have been rolled into 8 implementation policies. These generally provide direction for funding priorities, coordination among agencies, and information sharing. You can review and comment on these in room 7. We'll track progress via a performance monitoring report and an online dashboard starting this summer. They will both be available online on the Compass website. Last spring, Compass staff and advisory teams worked to identify needs and priorities for the future transportation system. We looked at the improvements that have been budgeted and identified additional needs beyond those projects. We identified and prioritized 33 corridors and projects of needed transportation improvements. You can see and discuss these in room 4. These corridors and projects look at transportation system needs beyond what is already planned and budgeted. You can see the priority corridors here in blue. Note that the map does not show the transit or park and ride projects that are also included on the list of priorities. We prepared a financial forecast for this plan, and the outlook, in light of future revenues and future needs, is grim. To meet all the current needs out to the year 2040, we've estimated an annual shortfall of $159 million in current dollars. So, the Compass Board has chosen to focus federal transportation funding on maintenance. Chapter 6 of this draft plan discusses transportation improvements that have been budgeted using local and state funds for the next 5 years and beyond. The chapter also includes maintenance needs and the improvement projects that are needed but currently unfunded. You'll find more about finances in room 5. To summarize, we've discussed some of the key issues in CIM 2040. Forecasted growth and the vision for what that growth should look like, the 17 goals, how they'll be implemented and how we'll track progress, future transportation system needs, and financial outlook to meet those needs. We're asking for your feedback on these and on the draft plan as a whole. The public comment period continues through April 27th. We'll have 3 open houses in April, this virtual open house, plus all materials are also available online for review. All comments from the public comment period will be provided to the CIM 2040 planning team, the CIM 2040 leadership team, and the Compass Board prior to action on the draft plan this summer. Now it's your turn. Please visit the different open house rooms to learn more about specific topics, add your comments, and ask questions. Compass staff will check the question boxes regularly and respond. We can return to this anytime open house as often as you'd like through April 27th. In addition to your questions and chat comments, please also complete a comment form. You can access an online comment form from the Compass website and directly from a link in room 1 of this open house. Your comments will help us as we plan for the future of the Treasure Valley. Thank you.